In their off, Ticklers was last away from the gate. My Gray Humor flying out of there with Lazy Days. They're 1-2, and Regal Miss Lily trying to pick up early in between horses. Kodamia on the outside, the red cap. Hot Boss is in the second flight chase, too. Here's Mun can run about 4 deep and within 4.5 of the pace. Ticklers moves up on the inside as they head into the turn. Aerial Moon is in between horses, second to last in his bunch field, and Buckin' Right is on the far outside, about 4 or 5 wide. Round that turn they roll, and Lazy Days going at it with My Gray Humor 3 lengths back, and Hot Boss is racing in third position, and Regal Miss Lily is in fourth. There it's the stretch, a quarter of a mile left to go. And Lazy Days tries to kick away from My Gray Humor, then Hot Boss is in third, picking up late far outside. Here comes Ticklers moving far outside to the second flight. Ticklers moving along to third, almost second now, but it's Lazy Days looking for the line. Lazy Days and Ticklers, Lazy Days, Ticklers and Lazy Days down to the second wire finish, and it's going to be Ticklers from Lazy Days. Regal Miss Lily finished third. Unofficial 4:11:10, 5-1. Owned by Chancelin Farm and trained by Katie Voss. Ticklers at 3. Second race, scratch 8 Bahama Channel. Rail 52. 1 mile. And they're off. Ghostly Prince on the inside broke sharp, so to Go to the Kingdom is also right there. And here comes Maiden out to take the lead. So Maiden at bar 14 will have to chase and settle in the second spot. Elusive Image down inside racing in third position. E.T.'s Magic Man about 3 wide around the turn. Coming to show pace as well. It's another 2 to Go to the Kingdom, who's now in the 5th spot at a break of 3 or 4 back. Ghostly Prince and Be Here is in between horses. Tom Hagen racing up on the outside about 3 path as they make their way down the back stretch. And dropping to last position is Kendama, and passed out by Bodie's Maker. And actually one more well back there. That is Wonder Water, who's well outrun. Got to be 25 or 27 lengths off that pace. On the good ground, it's Maiden leading the way by some 3 lengths. Maiden from E.T.'s Magic Man. Elusive Image in third, bar 14 4. Tom Hagen on the outside within 4 lengths of the leader. And Be Here is on the inside. Go to the Kingdom's now called on for runs, starting to move up well 3 deep of the track. Bodie's Maker has 7 to make up with 3 furlongs left to go. And that back to Kendama, and Ghostly Prince still well back is Wonder Water. They come to the top of the stretch. Go to the Kingdom continues a sustained rally, extreme outside, coming after Maiden. So turning in, Maiden, Go to the Kingdom. They're 1-2 turning for home. Tom Hagen is racing third position. About a furlong left to go. Bodie's Maker the far outside, even pace and trying to kick for that final furlong. Bodie's Maker finally gets into gear on the far outside, but will it be too late? Splitting horses 2 is Be Here. Here comes Be Here with a surge. Go to the Kingdom, Be Here. Go to the Kingdom, Be Here. Kendama moving too. It is Be Here. Be Here, Kendama. And Go to the Kingdom. Form decision by Monarchos, bred in Kentucky by George Strawbridge. $2 exacta, $33.60, $86.60 dollar try, dollar superfecta, $308. They're off. Kitty Up. Kitty Up has early speed. Right there, two on the inside. Nicoletta is sent hard, too. And Palpitations in the speed mix as they move past the 5 furlong mark. It's another two back. Barbados Bulldog at the far outside of the chase from 4 lengths off the lead. And I Am Depending on You, scooting through down to the inside. She's a Good Girl is right there, too. Now angling over to the inside on the chase. She's a Good Girl has worked all the way up to third. Princess Charming follows some 7 lengths from the front. Back to Stylish Gem and Mezzo Soprano is the trailer as they are midway on the turn. And it is Nicoletta flashing to a 5-length advantage from She's a Good Girl. Then Kitty Up in third. Barbados Bulldog on the outside, driven from fourth. They turn for home. Nicoletta to catch. Nicoletta, She's a Good Girl toward the center of the track, trying to mount a rally from the second spot. Out middle of the track is Barbados Bulldog from third. Then Kitty Up in between horses, also driven a furlong left to go. Nicoletta holding She's a Good Girl by some 5 lengths. Extreme outside. Stylish Gem is on the scene very late. Down to the inside, Princess Charming. Nicoletta dazzled him with speed. Nicoletta, Princess Charming. And then it was Stylish Gem and She's a Good Girl. Minute 14.28. For Moonstruck Stables LLC, Uptown Girl Racing. Jerry Robb Trainer, bred in Kentucky by Lisa Reynolds. Jennifer Feiner, Woods Edge Farm LLC. By Nick's Go from Dazzler by Vindication. And the gate. And they're off. One whirlwind ride. Tough workout with that usual early speed and no chance away in solid order on the chase from third position. Declaration Time on the outside moves to fourth. Covert Cat between horses in fifth. Upside Down Man is next in sixth. And the Bullion Bombers also in between runners in that group of runners. And next on this K by You See You Later, who settles in on the outside. And then it's Vamos Viejo down to the inside. And trailing the field is Big Daddy's Boy into the far turn. And it's one whirlwind ride leading the way. Tough workout taken to the 2 path on the chase, and Noah Chance is right there third. The Bullion Bombers next in fourth, and Vamos Viejo trying to unwind now, has 5 to make up. Vamos Viejo getting interested and tipping off the inside, top of the stretch, quarter of a mile left to go. One whirlwind ride is the leader. One whirlwind ride, Noah Chance extreme outside. Tough workout continues to battle, but just at an even pace. Vamos Viejo tips to the far outside. The Bullion Bomber still right there too. The Bullion Bomber, Noah Chance, they're converging now. One whirlwind ride, Noah Chance there on the outside. One whirlwind ride, gamely to the second wire, finish drifting out a little bit on the outside. Noah Chance, and then it was Tough Workout in a photo for fourth. Scratch 2, 14, 15, and 16. Prices up race 4, double 138.40, pick 3, 132.50. $9.8, $2 exacta, $58.80, trifecta, $124.40, $1 superfecta, $778.90. Fifth race, 15 minutes to post time, 1 mile on the turf. And they're off. Good golly, Ms. Folly. Here's Coach Missoula going to try to clear over. Coach Missoula gradually going to the front and over to the inside into the first turn run. Coach Missoula has managed to get over to that rail out at 52 feet and leading the way into the first turn. From Diamond Quist is right there on the chase early. Then to the outside. Band on the run. Band on the run now second and chasing Coach Missoula. Good golly, Ms. Folly settles it in third and Diamond Quist down inside racing in fourth. Honor Thy Cookie in between horses on hold. Then to the outside, Emir in a substitute Silks, followed by Brat Pack, who's in the inside just a half dozen lengths off that leader. And it's a gap of 3 more lengths. She's a Canny Lass, uncatchable alongside of She's a Canny Lass. Bless Her racing to the tail of the field. Has a couple beaten now. It is Squirrely, and Dutchman's Map is the last runner. 18 or 19 lengths will cover them into the far turn. Coach Missoula from Band on the Run trying to put some pressure on from second. Good golly, Miss Folly. Diamond Quest is in fourth. Inside is Brat Pack, just sneaking through the inside there as they round the far turn. Has 7 lengths to make up, does Brat Pack, but Coach Missoula kicks clear, going well. And good golly, Miss Folly been on the run under some pressure. Diamond Quest just in behind that group. Brat Pack has every bit of ground inside, top of the stretch at the 3/16. Coach Missoula asks for a full sprint home, has the lead by 6 from good golly, Miss Folly been on the run game and trotting back for a little more, and Brat Pack there on the outside, but it's Coach Missoula and Jevian Toledo. They've taken them all the way. Coach Missoula. Brat Pack is closing in. Brat Pack second, though, to Coach Missoula. Third, Bless Her or good golly, Ms. Folly. It's a photo for show. Minute 38.21. Superfecta coming up, double pace 4280, pick 391.20, pick 4 321.80, 3,521.90, the pick 5. They're off with a Willa on the move. Miss Harriet out of the gate first. Take the Money Honey. You'll have to chase. Grammy Girl down to the inside to Take the Money Honey. And there's another 2 back to Bellington and St. Benedict's Prep. Outkicked in the early stages, some 8 off of speed. Miss Harriet leads the way. Leads the way at a quick pace by some 2 lengths. Take the Money Honey just second from Grammy Girl third. Another 2.5, 3 back. And Bellington and 4 more lengths back. St. Benedict's Prep still trailing the field. Heading for the far turn, the opening quarter, a spry 22 and 1/5 of a second. As Miss Harriet scorches along on this muddy going. Miss Harriet by 2. Take the Money Honey. Grammy Girl second and third. Bellington fully extended under a drive there from fourth. St. Benedict's Prep has yet to pick it up from the back. A good dozen lengths off of Miss Harriet, who's rolling up front through a half in 46 seconds flat and turns into the stretch with a lead by some 2 lengths. Take the Money Honey. Now willing to reach on the outside of Miss Harriet. Take the Money Honey. Up to take the lead. lead. On the inside, Grammy Girl giving her a good battle, though. Grammy Girl, take the money, honey, take the money, honey, head in front. Shifting over to see Grammy Girl, her rival down to the inside. They're head-to-head for the last 16th of a mile. Take the money, honey. Grammy Girl trying to reach and get up on the final yards. Grammy Girl, take the money, honey. Photo finish up and down. Grammy Girl, take the money, honey. Photo finish of the Willa on the move. Then it was Miss Harriet third and St. Benedict's Prep. Minute 18.56. By Mastery out of Song Girl by Song and a Prayer, bred in Kentucky by Steve Nicholson, Brandy Nicholson. Away the Dave's Friend Stakes. Prince of Jericho off to a sharp beginning. Twisted Ride hustled out of the gate, and Showstopper Copper in a three-way mix-up early. Your Subbrigade up close and fourth at the rail. Patinga's Twins only 2.5 from the front, and Dean Delivers is in the back. Twisted Ride has the rail in a narrow lead from Showstopper Copper and Prince of Jericho right in the thick of things, while 3 wide. Then it's Subbrigade and Patinga's Twin. They're side by side around the far turn run, where Showstopper Copper gets away. Showstopper Copper half in front for Prince of Jericho, keeping up on the outside, and Twisted Ride drops back and arrived third position, and now back to fifth, as on the outside Subbrigade is in between horses, and Patinga's Twin out deepest, top of the stretch with a quarter of a mile left to go. Dean Delivers is last. They make the turn in. Prince of Jericho from Showstopper Copper, and Patinga's Twin to the attack to the center of the track. In behind him is Subbrigade, driven in fourth, 1 furlong left to go. Prince of Jericho willing, 3 parts of a length in front. On the outside, Patinga's Twin is giving all. Patinga's Twin coming at Prince of Jericho. Patinga's Twin! Patinga's Twin, Prince of Jericho battles back on the inside. Nose and nose, photo finish, camera, get ready. Photo finish, Patinga's Twin and Prince of Jericho, very tight. Subbrigade was third. Photo finish, hold all tickets, minute 12.08. Patinga's 12.08. 6 furlongs on the track, muddy. And they're off of the Richard Small Stakes. Hit the road, Jack. Phantom Speed is asked for early. Foot 10 on the outside. Secret Zipper. Barbadian Runner, the favorite, taken back into the first turn into fourth position. They're followed by Hard Spun Reason and Formula Fair last on the inside. 8 or 9 lengths will cover them. Hit the road, Jack, at a good pace on this muddy track. Leads it by some 2 lengths. Secret Zipper put in chasing position from second. Then it's another 2 lengths back. Phantom Speed and Barbadian Runner. They're head-to-head for third. Another 6 or 7 more. Hard Spun Reason and Formula Fair trailing the field. The opening quarter in 23 3/5 of a second, heading into the far turn run, or down the backstretch, heading for the far turn. Hit the road, Jack, about 2 lengths in front from Secret Zipper, now 5.5 furlongs out. Phantom Speed is just third. Barbadian Runner alongside of that in fourth, in striking range of Hit the Road, Jack. Hard Spun Reason second to last, and Formula Fair still 6 in the field. Half mile went in 47 and 2/5 of a second. Hit the road, Jack, from Secret Zipper. Barbadian Runner trying to gather momentum on the outside. From third position now, Barbadian Runner now within 4 of the front. Inside is Phantom Speed giving way. Formula Fair, Hard Spun Reason trailing the field. Hit the road, Jack, 3 furlongs from home. In front from Secret Zipper by 2.5 lengths. Barbadian Runner now just moving into second. But Hit the road, Jack's been going strong the whole trip. 1/4 of a mile from home and a 3-length lead, Barbadian Runner. And then it's Secret Zipper in third. Phantom Speed is next, and Formula Fair and Hard Spun Reason. Into the stretch, it's Hit the Road, Jack. Barbadian Runner on the outside confronts Hit the Road, Jack. And it is Barbadian Runner. Barbadian Runner, 1 furlong left to go. A half-length lead from Hit the Road, Jack. As Phantom Speed has re-rallied into third and trying to move to second as they're close to home. Barbadian Runner and Forest Boyce, and they're coming home to win the Richard Small Stakes by 4. Phantom Speed was second, Hit the Road, Jack, and then Formula Fair. Minute 53.40. And they're off. And so I'm like a shot out of the gate, right to the top from Mancia's Way. Then Chatbot on the outside. Karma's in the house at a separation of 3 lengths back. Never worked today, and a good tracking spot about 5 off the speed and racing off the inside. Then it's Cruise the Nile. On the inside is Notion in Motion, and trailing the field is Stanza. Heading into the far turn. And some, and Karma's in the house. Hook up. Karma's in the house, and some on the outside. Head-to-head, Mancia's Way is in third. Chatbot is fourth on the outside. Here comes Never Work Today, cruising along on the inside to fourth position. Never Work Today has dead aim with 3 furlongs left to go. Cruise the Nile on the outside. Notion in Motion down to the rail. And for the back of the pack, Stanza's trying to mount a rally. Stanza beginning to roll now with a 1/4 of a mile left to go, but has to come 5 or 6 wide at the top of the stretch. It's And Some coming back for more. And Some turns in, opens up a 4-length lead. Karma's in the house. At the center of the track is Never Worked a Day. Outside is Stanza, deepest in the track. Of 1 furlong left to go. And Some and Carlos Lopez, they're 6 lengths in front. It's And Some who'll win by a half dozen. And some more. And Some. Never Worked a Day, then Stanza. Cruise the Nile. Stables, trained by Kieran McGee. Carlos Lopez aboard. 3-year-old Big Gelding and Some by Great Notion. From Last Love by Not for Love. Bred in Maryland by Wendy Comlow, Drew Comlow. Wendy Comlow, Drew Comlow. Official race 9. $2 exacta, $59.20, $109.70 try, dollar superfecta, $304.40, 7536. 57 double, 33.